like sometimes you just need to go for a vacation to forget everything about your stress, your schoolwork, your student loan, everything that you worry about. Did you ever want to go to Europe but you feel like it's too expensive and you can't afford it? Well, today I have good news for you because STA Travel stands for Student Traveling Agency, and it offers amazing student offerings for students to travel around the world for very cheap. One way from here to Europe is $320. A round ticket is $600. The insurance you would have to pay in case something happens to you is about $100. The hotels, the food, and the traveling fees, adding up to everything, is $1,150. That is 16 days of your summer vacation. Does that sound good? So, do you want to go? Then, if you would have this money, where would you like to go? Today, I want you to think about one of the most beautiful countries in Europe, which is Romania. So, why would you choose Romania? It's a beautiful country, has all the different types of landscapes. You have fields, you have the Black Sea, you have the hills, you have mountains, you have everything you need. It is very rich in history. Our Romanian history starts all the way back to 101 AD, so it's very rich in history. It is located in Europe, so you get to taste what it means to be in a European culture. Traveling to Romania is not expensive. You learn more of the history, you get to eat Romanian cuisine, and you get to swim in the Black Sea and travel and find new adventures in the Carpathian Mountains. This is a list of the hotels you would stay, and I'm just showing you how all the nights and the hotels and the food and the traveling adds up to $450. It's a very good deal. Romania is the place for you. It is the place for your summer vacation. And STA Travel would give you a route from Bucharest, which is the capital, to Constanța, which is at the Black Sea. Then you go to Moldova, Transylvania, Maramuresh, and then all the way back to Bucharest. The first destination is in Bucharest. This is the House of the Parliament. It was built in 1984 by Ceausescu. Have you heard of Ceausescu? He was the president in Romania during the communist times. And this house, it's not really a house, it's a palace. It has over 1,000 rooms. It's 12 stories tall and 9 stories underground. It was 3 times in the Book of Records. And the World Records Academy says that it is the largest civilian and the heaviest building in the world. It costed around 3 billion euros to build it. And this palace was made for the government to meet, then like to have the Supreme Court there and all the meetings of the parliament and in the house. But the president wanted to keep all this just to himself. But it didn't work out because he was no longer the president. So now it works as the Supreme Court and it serves the parliament. You can see here the inside. It is very luxurious, very expensive too. And this is the layout. It's very big. Then the Arch of the Triumph, it's also in Bucharest. It is a copy of the Arch of the Triumph in Paris, France. It is true that it is smaller. It is 11 meters tall and 9.5 meters wide. It is decorated in stone, and it uses the same purpose as the Arch of the Triumph in Paris. And once a year, the Romanian military would march around the arch for the parade. Then the Athenaeum Palace. It is a very beautiful place. It was dedicated to art and science. This is the concert hall, and it's built in the neoclassical and romantic style. You can take a look. This is the ceiling, and they have a lot of beautiful carvings inside. This is the Philharmonic, where they would have concerts. And this is inside. Then after you would go to Bucharest, you would go to the Black Sea, Constanța. It is a very beautiful place. It is called the Black Sea because it's a very dark, it doesn't look so dark in here because it was during like daytime, but it's very, very dark usually, and they found a lot of petroleum, so this gives a lot of richness to Romania. These are the water parks and the beaches, and after that, the next destination would be Moldova. There are a lot of ancient monasteries from the 15th century, and Stephen the Great was one of the most famous kings in Romania, and he had to go to a very big battle, and he said if God was going to help him win the battle, then he was going to build these very huge monasteries, and like many of them, and very rich. So he won the battle, and he built all of this. It is these paintings costed a lot of money, and this blue, it's called Voronezh, and it is one of the only places in the world that you can find this blue. Nobody can remake that type of blue, and they look, yeah, it's they don't know the secret to it. This is the Orthodox Church inside of it. Majority of Romanians are Orthodox, so this is how it looks inside, and this is the priest. So, from Bucharest, we went to Constanța, then from Moldova, and the next destination is Transylvania. This is one of the big towns in Transylvania. It's called Sibiu, and you can see it's very pretty. The nature is very beautiful, and some of them have some touch of the medieval history, like the colored houses, and this is called the Liar's Bridge, and then Dracula's Palace. How many of you heard of Dracula? So actually, Dracula was not a vampire, of course, but it was kind of reinterpreted by this American actor who made a movie. But it's true, he was very, very dangerous. He was very cruel, and he wanted to get rid of all the liars in Romania, because a lot of noble people that served the king were lying to him to get benefits. So he said that if you lie to me, I'm gonna kill you. And this is what he said: "My sacred mission is to bring order to Romania. If someone lies or commits any injustice, he is not likely to stay alive, whether nobleman, priest, or common man. There must be security for all in my land. If they say I am a vindictive man, they fear me, and that is well. When a prince is powerful at home, he will be able to do as he wills. If I am feared by the right people, Romania will be strong." And so he used to like amputate the people that he would find that were lying to him, plug their eyes out, strangulate, cut their head off, put nails in their head, and burn them at the stake. So he was very cruel. And he got the name Dracula because his father united with Hungary in the 15th century to fight against the Turks, and their name was the Dragons. So from the dragon, he went to Dracula. It wasn't because he was a vampire. This place, Râșnov, is another gorgeous place in Transylvania. It is one of the medieval towns, and it was built in 1215, so it's very old. Here you can see this medieval place. The next destination is Maramureș. It is, I think, the most beautiful part of Romania. It is very rich in vegetation, and This land is also called the Land of the Woods, and it is in the northeast Carpathians, and this land was fought for by the Turks, the Hungarians, and the Romanians. But after World War II, Romania and Hungary made this understanding of like splitting the country, so now that region is called Maramureș. These are some pictures. This is like the folk, the traditional custom to dress like that. And then we have another beautiful castle. Romania has a lot of beautiful castles. It's called the Karoli Castle, and it was built by the Hungarian prince because he thought he was going to own the land, but then he didn't, so now it belongs to Romania. And now I want to show you very good stuff about Romania. We have very good food. This is like with rice, and these are cabbage rolls and the meat, and polenta with chicken. Then this is one of our specialties, Romanian stuffed peppers. Very good. I'm sorry, I didn't bring.
Is that goat cheese inside?
No, that's sour cream. That's sour cream. Then these are homemade desserts, and these are our traditional soups, you know, with meat, and it's very, very good. Also some more, you can see, all homemade. So I want you to consider about going to Romania because it is not expensive, and you need a vacation too. After you will go on this break, you will come back as fresh as new. You will have a deeper understanding of culture, experience European culture, and then after all, it's not expensive. So if you save up your money, you can actually go. I hope you enjoy my presentation.